I have heard so many stories over the years about terrible boss experiences. I have heard people saying that I have a boss who takes the credit and never gives credit where it is due. My boss is an aggressive micromanager who gives little creative freedom or flexibility. My boss is always angry or someone who always sees glass half empty. My boss is unrealistic about expectations, etc., etc., and the list goes on. We spend a lot of our life at work, so what can you do in situations where you find yourself working for a difficult boss? Your relationship with your boss is one of the most important work relationships you have and that you will have. And a negative relationship can damage every aspect of your life at work. While you may just want to reduce your interaction with a difficult boss or maybe start looking for a new job right away, learning to work with a difficult boss could have several advantages. You learn conflict resolution skills, how to work with different personalities, and how to get your best work done under conditions that are less than ideal. There are good and bad bosses, but while it can be tough working with a bad manager, it doesn't need to be a nightmare. So in this video, we will look at the various situations that you may encounter with difficult bosses and how can you manage your manager better in such situations. We will also look at some of the common tough to work with boss personalities and also explore how you can better cope up at the workplace while working with them. I will share my learnings from personal experience, people whom I have coached and mentored over the years, and the approaches that I have seen working very well. But first, take a moment to like this video so that it stays with you as your future reference, and also subscribe to our channel to continue accessing content that will help you to grow, succeed, and find solutions to your business and career issues. Make sure to watch the video till the end to benefit from the guidance. But in real life, having a difficult boss is no laughing matter. So let's look at the first situation. And here your boss takes the credit but passes you the blame. Good bosses understand the value of teamwork and effort but are also willing to be held accountable and willing to face criticism when things are not going so well. However, there are manager personalities whose egos can interfere with work, that is taking credit for the ideas and taking credit for the work done by others. But these managers will take a back seat when urgency arises or if there are complicated issues to handle. So how to handle this particular situation? First, make it a point to share your ideas with the wider team and document your work, especially the important projects. This way, if you are ever asked by a superior to prove that something was your idea or your work, you will be prepared. So be known for your work at your workplace. Second, find a mentor at your office who can give you useful advice on growing your career and who can also serve as a reliable reference for you if and when it is needed. You can even try and develop a rapport with your skip level manager, that is your manager's boss. One of the key traits of good leaders is the fact that they focus on the big picture. That is, they macro manage, allowing their team members to deal with the tasks that are assigned to them. On the flip side, there are micromanagers who feel the need to control everything around them in minute detail. And that's situation number 2, the micromanager. Unfortunately for people, this might mean that you are being constantly told how to do things that you are perfectly capable of performing yourself. And some of these micromanagers even audit as you work, waiting for their chance to critique the way that you are doing something. Not only does this create a stressful environment, but it can also prevent employees from utilizing and developing their skills. So, how to handle this situation? The first thing to do is to take an honest look at your work performance. For example, have you had challenges meeting your deadlines, or are you often deviating from work expectations of your boss? Your boss could simply be reacting to something you need to improve upon. So be more willing to communicate with your boss to understand the work related expectations, recognize the gaps, and then work on ways to improve your performance on these fronts. The more you build your credibility for your work output, the chances are high that your management style of your boss may relax. For instance, send your boss a daily update on your progress before even being asked. Also, let them know that you are working on which projects and the status on your different projects. The idea here is to show that you are proactive and organized so that there is no need for your boss to worry. At first glance, this situation might feel like a boss who is a pleasure to work with, but the truth is, no one likes a leader who is just a yes man. Someone who can't say no even when it's needed because they want to be liked by everyone, and who avoids difficult issues and tough conversations. We are now talking about the boss who likes to please everyone. The end result is often overcommitment to projects with extremely thin deadlines, as well as the inability to hold other team members accountable for their goals. And in the end, this might lead to conflicts even within the team. The reality is that people value and respect a leader who is able to provide the resources, tools, and directions that helps them to move ahead on their work and projects, and who help their teams in achieving career success. So how does one manage in this particular situation? So have regular meetups with your department and your boss to help them better understand the activities and the work your department is engaged in. In this way, you can highlight the team's available resources and constraints to ensure that your boss does not overcommit to clients or their superiors. Together with your boss, decide and align which projects are urgent and have priority. Bring up your feedback and concerns as a team, which might actually help your boss to realize the issues on hand, while also showing them that you're all willing to help your boss address these challenges together. Sometimes you may end up working for someone who is not available physically or when you need them. This might either always be a boss who is always out of office, or if they are in, they are busy constantly in meetings. So we are talking about the invisible boss. This type of boss often relies on their subordinates to find out what is actually going on in the office. And such bosses tend to leave their employees and teams feeling confused, frustrated, and without any direction. In this situation, you will need to be proactive and communicate with your missing in action boss via email, phone, or even video conversations if they are working overseas. Take the initiative to regularly check in with your boss on your project's progress and any key points that are critical to your job and performance. Ask your boss if there is anything that you or your team can help them with. They might actually be involved in a project that commands all of their attention. Offering assistance may show your boss that you are a willing and capable team member. Now, this one may raise your emotions a bit. Unfortunately, there are managers who bully and make unreasonable demands on their subordinates. This includes bosses who shout at people or speak in a way that makes people feel inferior. They expect people to work long hours, regularly without any compensation, they set unattainable targets or repeatedly deny requests for leaves. Here you must learn to assert yourself in a calm manner. Try to discuss things with your boss and it may help. Maybe your boss does not realize they are being unreasonable because everyone else normally just gives in to their demands. If your immediate boss does not listen to your concerns even after your repeated attempts, consider escalating the matter to another superior or your human resources function only when the situation is totally hopeless. Form a strong social network at work and have emotional support from colleagues, and this can help you get through these unpleasant situations at work. They may also be able to provide you with insights on how to deal with such unpleasant situations, such as advising you to avoid the triggers that may put you into difficult situations. At all times, know your rights. Just as a company has expectations from you as an employee, you have employee rights too. Hope you found this video useful. My mission is to help you find ways and solutions to your problems in your business as well as in your career. And by doing this, my intention is to help you grow and succeed. Give this video a like and do subscribe to my channel if you haven't done already. Thanks for watching.